Have you ever noticed that whenever people talk about retirement, they usually focus on one thing: taxes? Many future retirees hear that a state has no income tax and immediately assume it's the perfect place to spend their retirement years. On the surface, that sounds logical. If the government isn't taking a portion of your retirement income, you should have more money left over every month. But retirement planning is rarely that simple. In fact, one of the most expensive mistakes retirees make is choosing a state based on a single financial factor while ignoring all the other costs that can quietly drain a retirement budget. Today, we're taking a detailed look at some of the most challenging states for retirees in 2026 and also highlighting several states that continue to offer strong advantages. More importantly, we'll explore why looking beyond income taxes may save you thousands of dollars every year. And make sure you stay with us until the end, because one of the most surprising retirement-friendly states in America isn't the one most people expect. Before we begin, if you enjoy straightforward discussions about retirement finances, Social Security, Medicare, taxes, and retirement planning, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future updates. Let's get started. First, let's talk about one of the biggest retirement myths in America: the myth of the no income tax state. When people hear that a state doesn't charge income tax, they often assume they're getting a major financial advantage. Currently, 9 states do not impose a state income tax: Florida, Texas, Nevada, Wyoming, South Dakota, Tennessee, Washington, New Hampshire, and Alaska. At first glance, that's extremely attractive. Social Security benefits, retirement account withdrawals, pensions, and other income sources may avoid state income taxation entirely. But here's what many retirees discover after they move. States still need revenue to fund roads, schools, emergency services, and other government programs. If that money isn't collected through income taxes, it is often collected somewhere else. Texas provides a good example. The state doesn't charge income tax, but homeowners often face some of the highest property tax bills in the country. For many retirees, annual property taxes can exceed several $1,000s. Tennessee offers another example. While retirees avoid income tax, the state's sales tax burden is among the highest nationwide. Even grocery purchases can be subject to taxation, meaning everyday living expenses become more expensive over time. New Hampshire frequently attracts attention because it has neither a broad income tax nor a sales tax. However, it consistently ranks among the highest states for property taxes. The lesson is simple: the money doesn't disappear, it simply shows up in a different place. That is why retirees should evaluate the entire financial picture rather than focusing on a single tax category. Now let's discuss the retirement destination that has generated enormous attention recently. Florida's retirement advantage and its growing challenge for decades, Florida has been one of America's most popular retirement destinations. The reasons are obvious. There is no state income tax, there is no state estate tax, there is no inheritance tax. The climate is warm, and many communities are designed specifically for retirees. For years, these benefits helped Florida dominate retirement rankings. However, a growing issue has changed the financial equation for many residents: homeowners insurance. Consider a retiree who owns a fully paid-off home along Florida's coast. Several years ago, annual homeowners insurance costs may have seemed manageable. Today, some homeowners are experiencing insurance premiums that have increased dramatically compared to previous years. For certain coastal properties, annual insurance expenses can rival what some people once paid on their mortgages. Financial commentators and consumer advocates have repeatedly highlighted the challenges facing Florida's insurance market. The issue is particularly noticeable in coastal regions where hurricane exposure, reinsurance costs, legal disputes, and market instability have contributed to significant premium increases. Many homeowners in coastal counties now face annual insurance costs far above the national average. This creates an important retirement planning lesson. A state can save you money on taxes while simultaneously costing you more in another category. Let's look at a simple example. Suppose a retiree saves several $1,000s annually by living in a state with no income tax. That sounds excellent. But if homeowners' insurance expenses increase by $9,000 or $10,000 compared with another location, those tax savings can disappear very quickly. This doesn't mean Florida is a bad retirement choice. It simply means location matters. Retirees considering inland areas such as Gainesville, Ocala, or Lakeland often encounter very different insurance costs compared with coastal communities. In Florida, choosing the right region may have a larger financial impact than choosing the state itself. Now let's examine 5 states that consistently present significant financial challenges for retirees. The 5 most challenging states for retirement. Number 5. Minnesota receives praise for healthcare quality, and that reputation is well deserved. Access to quality healthcare can be incredibly valuable during retirement. However, many forms of retirement income remain taxable in Minnesota. IRA withdrawals, 401k distributions, and pension income can all face state taxation depending on income levels. Certain higher income retirees may also see portions of Social Security benefits become taxable. Combined with estate tax considerations, retirement costs can become substantial for households focused on preserving wealth. Number 4. Connecticut's retirement picture depends heavily on income. Lower income retirees may qualify for favorable tax treatment on certain retirement income sources. However, retirees with larger incomes often face broader taxation on Social Security benefits, pensions, annuities, and retirement account distributions. The state also maintains an estate tax, making long-term financial planning especially important for higher net worth households. Number 3. California. Many people are surprised to learn that California does not tax Social Security benefits. That is certainly a positive. However, most other retirement income sources remain taxable. IRA withdrawals, pension payments, rental income, and 401k distributions can all be subject to state income taxes that rank among the highest in the nation. Housing costs remain elevated in many areas, and insurance expenses have also increased in certain regions affected by wildfire risks. For retirees on fixed incomes, maintaining long-term affordability can be challenging. Number 2. New York. New York offers many cultural, recreational, and healthcare advantages, yet affordability remains a major concern. Although Social Security benefits are exempt from state taxation, retirees often encounter substantial property taxes, state taxes, local taxes, and high living expenses. Housing costs alone can significantly impact retirement budgets. For many retirees, maintaining the same lifestyle requires considerably more income than it would in lower-cost states. Number 1. New Jersey. According to multiple retirement analyses, New Jersey frequently ranks near the bottom for retirement affordability. Property taxes are among the highest in the country. State income tax rates can become significant at higher income levels. While Social Security benefits are generally exempt, other retirement income sources may still face taxation. Estate and inheritance tax considerations can further affect long-term wealth transfer planning. Combined with elevated living expenses, New Jersey remains one of the most expensive retirement environments in America. Now let's shift to the brighter side of the discussion. Which states offer some of the strongest retirement advantages in 2026? The 5 best states for retirement. Number 5. Illinois. Illinois surprises many people. The state has an income tax, but retirement income receives special treatment. Social Security benefits, pension payments, IRA distributions, and 401k withdrawals are generally exempt from state income taxation. Property taxes vary by location, but many retirees find the overall retirement tax burden lower than expected. Number 4, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania follows a similar model. The state has an income tax system, but most retirement income is excluded. Social Security benefits, pensions, IRAs, and 401k distributions are generally not taxed by the state. When combined with a moderate cost of living in many communities, Pennsylvania becomes a surprisingly attractive retirement destination. Number 3, Iowa. Recent policy changes have dramatically improved Iowa's appeal. Retirees age 55 and older can benefit from broad exemptions on retirement income. Social Security benefits, pension income, and retirement account withdrawals receive favorable treatment. The state has also eliminated its inheritance tax, making it increasingly attractive for retirement planning. Number 2, Florida. Despite insurance challenges, Florida still earns a place among the top retirement states. No income tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax, strong retiree-focused services, extensive retirement communities. The key is understanding regional differences and carefully evaluating insurance costs before choosing a specific location. For retirees who perform thorough research, Florida can still offer significant advantages. Number 1, Wyoming consistently performs well in retirement rankings. The state imposes no income tax. There is no estate tax. There is no inheritance tax. Property taxes remain relatively low compared with many other states. Additionally, healthcare-related statistics suggest favorable long-term outcomes for many retirees. Of course, Wyoming isn't perfect. Weather conditions, population density, and access to specialized healthcare services may not suit everyone. But from a purely financial perspective, it remains one of the strongest retirement options available. Final thoughts. If there's one lesson retirees should remember, it's this. Never choose a retirement state based on a single number. A low tax rate doesn't automatically mean lower expenses. Property taxes matter. Insurance costs matter. Healthcare access matters. Housing costs matter. Every retiree has a different financial situation. Someone living primarily on Social Security may reach a completely different conclusion than someone relying heavily on retirement account withdrawals, pensions, rental income, or investment income. The smartest approach is to compare your complete financial picture across multiple states and estimate what your actual annual expenses would look like after taxes, insurance, housing, and healthcare costs are included. Retirement is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. The more complete your analysis, the better your chances of protecting your savings and enjoying the lifestyle you've worked so hard to build. If you found this information helpful, subscribe to the channel, share this video with friends or family members planning for retirement, and let us know in the comments which state you think offers the best balance between affordability and quality of life.